I got my beatbox back. Go time. Can't read my, no, you can't read my poker face. Can't read my poker face. What's up? Somebody said, where's Charlie? Charlie somewhere, I don't know, getting shit cracking. Give me a try. What's up, Australia? What time is it in Australia? What time, man, look, y'all. Somebody hit me. I was like, yo, I'm asleep. I'm asleep and you beating on that drum. Who rides around with a drum? This for you. This for you. Can't read my. No, you can't read my poker face. Somebody said it's Wednesday in Australia. I don't know what the fuck going on over here. Anyway, Ras Tafari. Let's talk about him. There's a lot of people in attendance that don't know Ras Tafari was an actual person. Ras Tafari was the last Ethiopian emperor. I'm going somewhere with this. Pay attention. I'm gonna take you through the cult of personality. Ras Tafari was the last Ethiopian emperor. He was born Tafari Makonnen. That was his real name, Tafari Makonnen. He got the name Ras, which means head or duke, when he grew up. That was his pre-emperor name, Ras Tafari. He later became Haile Selassie. That was his emperor name. Now, for those of you who don't know who Marcus Garvey is, that'll be for another day. One of Marcus Garvey's followers, Leonard Howe, was a big proponent of separation. All black people go back to Africa. The African people and the diaspora, go back to Africa. He preached that shit. He was a Pan-Africanist. Leonard Howe, one of Marcus Garvey's followers, he seen the rebellion to colonialism that was happening in Ethiopia under Haile Selassie. Because Haile Selassie went to war with Italy over colonialization. And Ethiopia lost, for which Haile Selassie, Ras Tafari, he fled, and he didn't return back to the throne until the British got involved. Then he returned back to the throne, but that's neither here nor there. So a young, impressionable guy, Leonard Howe, he's seen this, the rebellion against the Italians, as a sign that Haile Selassie's coronation was more than just meets the eye. It was around this time that he convinced other Jamaicans that Haile Selassie was Christ returned in the flesh. I'm glossing over a lot here. I know some people they gonna want to fill in the blanks. I'm glossing over a lot so I can get to the point. So with this new doctrine that Haile Selassie was, the Messiah, it started to spread. It was very attractive to the youth and Jamaicans in general. Now, the Jamaicans, the Jamaican elite, or the ones that were in charge, the church, the judges, all of them, they weren't fond of this new doctrine. So, what do they call it? Ground Nation Day? When Haile Selassie actually landed. I'm not talking about BLM. Who the fuck is still talking about BLM? I believe they call it Ground Nation Day. Ground Nation Day. When Haile Selassie's plane landed in Jamaica. All of his followers, they rushed the tarmac, and the Jamaican authorities believe that Haile Selassie was going to tell them, yo, don't worship me. It's Christ. I'm not your God. I'm not the Messiah. I'm not none of these things. Yeah, they weren't having that shit. They already had it set in the minds that this was the Messiah, Haile Selassie, a man. And he didn't do what the authorities wanted him to do, Haile Selassie. Instead, he gave the Ras Tafari leaders like golden medals and shit. You know, he trolled the Jamaican authorities. It was like, fuck! Ah! So anyway, the movement of Rastafari began to gain more and more popularity. I'm going over the Rastafarian movement. Bear with me, because I don't have no notes right. I'm going off of experience, actual Rastafarians I've talked to, and Hebrews. You got to deal with 3 of them. Now, what's interesting about Rastafari from Ethiopia was he claimed descent from Queen Sheba and King Solomon. Remember in the Bible, Queen Sheba from Ethiopia went to go meet King Solomon. Yeah. So this dynasty has been around a long time. And hey, who are you, me, anybody else to tell them they don't know their lineage? Because they keep perfect type of shit. They're not Americans. So you got people that seen this as more than just coronation of another dynasty or ruler, because he came from the Solomonic dynasty. And that's when this Tafari movement started. Now, never mind the fact that Haile Selassie himself rejected the idea that he was the Messiah. As a matter of fact, in later interviews, he says in his native tongue, I'm not the Messiah. I am a man, and I will die a man. There will be generations after me. I am not Christ. And Rastafarians go through mental gymnastics to explain that. It's kind of like how cute people be doing to explain certain things. But anyway, I just found it interesting because this is how easily people are fooled. And this is where I'm going with the cult of personality. You have, in an interview, Bob Marley's wife, Rita Marley, she converted to Rastafarianism on Ground Nation Day, the day that Rastafari's plane touched down in Jamaica. From her account, she's seeing his hands, that he had similar markings that bore striking resemblance to what they believed the Messiah would have on his hands. On that day, she converted to Rastafari. Now, Rastafari himself was a Hebrew. The real Rastafarians don't worship man. They're Hebrews. They're not Jews. They have Abrahamic faith. They are of the Abrahamic faith. The same faith that told Abraham himself to leave Babylon. which was said to be one of the most beautiful cities. Babylon was a physical city. When they say Babylon now, they mean more so spiritual. That's why people call America Big Babylon and Israel Little Babylon. You understand what I'm saying? Babylon was a city, they say the streets were paved with gold. A man could get anything his heart desired in that city. But it was toxic, it was evil, it was wicked. And it stood against the Most High. Pay attention, I'm taking you somewhere. So that's why Abraham was told, leave the city, literally, in the book of Genesis. Flee Babylon. Now, today, that has taken on a spiritual sense. And a lot of the Rastafarians, Hebrews, they left Babylon spiritually. They fled the cities, they left, and they started living on the mountains, and they became farmers. The majority of them. And the majority of them don't even smoke weed. What happened in the West is they sensationalized that aspect of Rastafarianism is just a bunch of hippies who smoke weed and grow dreadlocks. What people don't understand is the dreadlocks come from the book of Numbers chapter 6, the oath of Nazar. They are Nazarites who have sworn certain oaths to uphold certain things that they make a promise to between them and their creator. That's what the dreadlocks represent. But leave it to the West to sensationalize aspects of a certain belief system and make it popular. So much so to where you got people talking about the Rastafarians because they got a blunt and some dreadlocks. Getting back on course, Rastafarianism was a movement that wasn't even started by Rastafari himself. You had the guy, there were more people, but one of the main people I can remember was Leonard Howe, a Jamaican. He eventually came to America where he spread the teachings of Rastafari. And like I said, he was a follower of Marcus Garvey. What's also interesting is the fact that Haile Selassie, the last emperor of Ethiopia, he was killed by Junta the Derg, which was a Marxist-Leninist, in a Marxist-Leninist military. They overthrew him. And this happened, I believe, in 1975, if I'm not mistaken. He was actually murdered by the Marxist-Leninist group that took over Ethiopia and overthrew his rule. So when people say cult, you know, when people like to throw that word around, oh, he's in a cult, he's in a cult. What comes to mind for me is Rastafari, the Rastafarians, because they worshiped man. This wasn't admiration of a man. This wasn't he provides value to a community. This was idolatry. And this was masses of people that were attracted to this movement because it preached prosperity. It appealed to black people, Jamaicans specifically, because it preached it. They had some place they could go. They wanted to escape. And when I look at the masses and how everybody's been deceived, that's a good example because a lot of people were deceived. And a lot of people don't even know that the Rastafarian movement, or if you want to call that a faith, revolved around a man. So just like Rastafari himself stated, and y'all can look this up. Y'all can look, because I'm going off cap right now. I'm I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. Y'all know that. So y'all go look this up. I'm just giving you a different perspective because people really don't understand what it is they're talking or what they do. A lot of people out here, like I overheard a conversation, oh, I'm Ras Tafari. I'm like, do you know what that is? Like people think of Bob Marley. Like, I'm sorry, Bob Marley, but Bob Marley, he died a Christian. He didn't remain Ras Tafari. So where I'm going with this is I can see how it's easy to fool a bunch of people. All you have to do is tickle their ears with something. In America, you had a lot of black people who felt they were being subjugated. You had a lot of fucked up shit going on. That's prime breeding grounds for the devil. And I use that term loosely. Look what Leonard Howe went to America and did. Started a within America from Jamaica with the promise of prosperity. This is what people don't understand. When somebody says they've sold their soul, the devil doesn't. People think of the devil and think of like horns, a black cloud. It rained fire and brimstone. But no. Lucifer comes to you in the form of everything you've ever wanted. Don't believe me? Ask the Messiah. You don't have to talk to him. You can read about it. When he led the Messiah up on that mountain and tempted him, he said, look, all the kingdoms of the world are mine to give. I can give you all of them. Just worship me. And then we read about what the Messiah said. He said, nigga, get deep behind me before I beat the fuck out you. But see, he tempted. That's what he does. He doesn't come in the form of everything you hated and loathe. He doesn't come in the form of an attacker, an abusive father. You know, he doesn't come in the form of child support payments. You know, he comes is in everything you've ever wanted. And the majority of times people willingly will sign right there without reading the small print. When do I sign up? It's spiritual. That's what I'm saying. And what it's crazy how in this modern day people could be tricked into worshiping man like Ras Tafari. But when you look around you today, people are still doing the same thing. Even atheists. I don't have no religion. Fuck religion. No God. Fuck a God. God lets everybody die. Fuck him. I hear you. But even atheists worship man, which is a form of idolatry. You got people who don't believe in God, but they believe in Fauci. You got people that don't believe in God, but they trust the science. There's a belief in science, the same belief that they tell people, oh, you believe in some imaginary person in the sky. The same belief in people who have not even presented any shred of evidence whatsoever to support their beliefs. They believe in those people. Man, it's crazy how people believe in man, because man dies. Just like Ras Tafari said, I will die and a new generation will take my place. We die. Those of you people commenting, you're going to die. Your kids are going to die. I'm going to die. Your favorite YouTuber is going to die. The people obsessed with view counts and subscriber counts, they're going to die. Your favorite politicians are going to die. Ron DeSantis is going to fucking die. Henry Kissinger is going to die. That bitch is already dead. All the billions of dollars couldn't save John Rockefeller from his fate. Can someone please tell me how many heart transplants Rockefeller had. John Rockefeller had. I'll wait. Because I don't know. Fact check that shit. Everything you did to try to escape death, and you still can't escape death. You still can't explain why we die. They do everything in their power to keep from dying. But they can't. It's interesting. And these are the people that you people worship. You worship people that die. You have all the power in the world at your fingertips, but yet you can't figure out how to not die. Look at Elon Musk trying to figure out how to get smarter. It's the Tower of Babel all over again. How to get smarter, stronger, faster. How not to die. Drink blood and stay youthful for longer. They come up with all types of shit. All types of shit. Drink it so we can stay longer. Looking for a fountain of youth. They're chasing something that doesn't exist from their world's perspective. In that interview, when the interviewer asked Bob Marley, where your cars? Where your clothes at? Where's your jewelry? Where are your rich? Bob Marley looked at him and said, my riches aren't of this earth. My riches is eternal life. While you niggas is still running around trying to figure out how to accomplish this, certain people already have. But that's the straight way. People want the wider way. Let me use science. Fuck that way. I'm gonna use science and try to figure this out. Put a chip in somebody's brain and slow down the aging process. Cancer. I'm dying. Fuck. That's why people get real religious on their deathbed. Because they just want to believe that this ain't it. This can't be the end, right? Humans do everything possible. Humans do the most. That's why I say I'm not here to wake you up. If you think I'm here to wake you up, I'm not for you. I don't, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't care whether you people get it or not. Somebody hit me up the other day. He said, yo, how do I talk to my family members about this? I don't care about your family members. Because I don't give a fuck if my family members get it or not. If I've discussed certain things with you and you still don't get it, I understand one or two things. You either got to go through some experience to understand what I'm talking about, or it's going to be a process for you. It's just going to be a process for you. And that's okay with me. Some of you, it's not okay with you. And you got to learn how to let that shit go. You're not going to wake everybody up. You're not. This is why. This is why I say I'm not here. I'm not even trying to wake people up. Somebody say, yo, your skits were perfect for waking people up. I don't care about that no more. Like I said, I don't change, I grow. I'm trying something different. I'm speaking my mind. Reach more people this way. In prison and on the street. The skits is something new. If the Messiah said himself in the book of Matthew, leave them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, then both of them gonna fall into a ditch. If he couldn't wake people up, what make you think you can? Furthermore, he tells you, I haven't woken these people up. These people were called out by the Father. All I did was talk to them and my words clicked. Basically, in a nutshell, what he's telling you, he couldn't do nothing except what the Father willed. That's it. Even he wasn't running around trying to wake people up. You seen the Pharisees tried to stone the hell out of him. This fucking rock. Ah! Somebody grabbed with a. They carried them shits around and they rode, waiting to pull. That was a prehistoric drive-by. That's a drive-by. That is the modern day equivalent of a drive-by. And the Messiah said, yo, I seen Satan fall to the ground like lightning. Stone this bitch! Ah! Everybody started throwing rocks. They were packing. You had to carry rocks. Stone them. Try to put a hit out on them. That's all I'm saying. It's not your job to wake people up. Why do you think it says to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling? Your own salvation. But I say all that to say this. It's easy to fool people with doctrines, dogma. The easier way is to tickle people's ear until you gain wealth. Which isn't really wealth in your world. It's just money, which is an illusion. Some people choose the harder way. Because they realize what life is all about. Some people never find out what life is all about. And it's not just in the church. It's a lot of doctrines going around here. Like we just got finished with one. Well, we're not even done with that, but yeah, trust the science. Yeah. What do you think that is? This is why I always say the people that are going to stand up and do the right thing, and the people who aren't going to bend the knee, they already know what they're going to do. They're not asking for solutions. They know. I know. This is why I told y'all I'm not hee ha ha. Now somebody told me the other day, somebody said your view, somebody said something about my views. Your views dropping. Yeah. If you live in a world where views matter to you that much, you're lost. It's some people who still live on top of other people living paycheck to paycheck, have no skill set, nothing valuable to bring to the world, that can sit up there and count something and be like, yo, you, they pull out this finger and start pointing it like, if you know your value, if you can add more value to that value and you know who you are and you actually have a skill, none of that shit matters. Don't none of this shit matter. What have I always told y'all? This shit fake. What you watching me on is fake as fuck. This is virtual reality. I'll prove it. You can meet somebody who's talking shit about you. You can meet them in real life and you can watch them just walk away like they haven't even said anything. It's fake. All these words that people come up with, like hate speech and anti-Semitic and all these other things, that shit has no bearing in the real world. Because people are out here at work. They got jobs to do, trying to take care of their families, feed their families. And it's like people online just goofing the fuck off. Somebody said, I tell you one thing though. Somebody said, yo, you're not, for all you do is complain. Where you at? You in here? All you do is complain now. That's it. He got offended that all I do is complain. Bitch, I'm not complaining. Calm your ass down. I'm just pointing out obvious shit. And these be the same type of people that watch Ryan Long and Awaken with JP and think they fucking funny. Somebody else said, yo, you're not that controversial. Well, tell that to the people in my emails. Y'all read my comments. I get the email shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't go through life worshiping men. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. And the majority of you Christians worship men. Y'all worship man. You atheists, y'all worship man. Man is retarded as fuck. You cannot go through life worshiping retarded people. And that goes right back to this Tom McDonald shit and being in the cult of personality. You should not be in nobody's cult of personality so bad that you email me a fucking book about how upset you are that I criticize Tom McDonald. What type of shit is that? Fuck Tom McDonald. Just because you niggas keep writing me books in my fucking emails. I don't got to like nobody. That's people's problem. They feel like you have to like who I like. You have to believe what I believe. You have to do what I want you to do. Nah, fuck you. I'm a real rebel. I don't do this shit for views. Fuck Tom McDonald. Don't come in, and I'm saying that, look. You supposed to say the most offensive shit possible when you going at it with somebody. That's why I said fuck Tom McDonald. Somebody, he's not a right. How dare you not? Well, you're not funny. And yo, auto repair people reduce themselves to children worshiping man like that. Man, I bet not near one of y'all better argue for me like that. Everybody who really bang with me, if you see somebody say some shit like that, man, don't even engage in that type of shit. What type of shit is that? Barricade Garage is a bitch. He's a bitch ass nigga. And his mom's a hoe. Just be like, okay. Because understand, in that type of world that person lives in, what he believes is either sincere, he really believes that, in which way you're not going to talk him out of thinking otherwise, or he's doing it for fucking views. Either way, that shit fake as fuck. I don't engage in fake fuckery. You understand what I'm talking about? Fuck it, he the cuz need the cuz. You need Tom McDonald. I know your bitch ass watching. You need to rein in your fucking supporters, cuz. This why I told y'all off top, don't follow me. Remember that video that I did a while ago entitled Not to Follow Me? Yeah. Don't follow me. I'm not your pastor, your preacher. I'm not your pallbearer. I'm not going to work on your body when you hit the morgue. I'm not your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie. I'm not your Fauci. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your journalist, and I'm not your bitch. You gonna get what the fuck I give you. That's it. Look, somebody, y'all still talking about that Tom McDonald is a part of waking up the world. How the fuck is he waking up the world if he's a part of the world? Understand this. This is why I went through temptation and selling your soul. Because I got friends in the music industry. There comes a point when you make so much money that you want to have more and more money, and you can't see yourself going back to where you came from. At that point, you have to decide for yourself, what do I do now? Do I continue down this way, the straight and narrow? Or do I go the path of so many other people to obtain riches, wealth, and glory? And guess what a lot of people choose? This is what I'm saying. You can't be a part of this world and wake people up, because you still in the system of this world. And when I see people on their Instagram flexing like that, talking about what they got, where they want to go, talking about how Tom McDonald fans, where y'all at? Wasn't Tom McDonald just bitching about him being behind Drake and Nicki Minaj on the billboards or some shit? That's what you call waking up the world? Who the fuck wants to be a part of that world? Up where they pray all day in the sun. Someday I'll be part of your world. It's a lot of people worshiping a golden calf, and they don't even believe in golden calves or the Most High. That's all I'm saying. How you gonna worship something that dies? Yeah, that's possible. You can listen, understand what I'm saying. When I say you want to be a part of this world so bad, you want to be critically acclaimed. You want to be noticed so bad that you'll go through extreme lengths to get noticed by the same world that you seem to be against. It's like that shit don't mix, and that shit don't mix. Everybody gonna die. Your favorite politicians, your favorite rappers, you. And what the hell are some of y'all doing? Y'all worried about who got the most diamonds in their chain. I'm switching gears now. You got people worried about who got the most diamonds in their chain, who got on the newest shoes, who got on the best clothes. And it's like, ain't none of y'all worth shit. You're not even worth shit. It's just certain things that I've done in my life, personally speaking. Certain things that I've done in my life where I've had to choose, where I chose the harder way to get to where I got to get to. I didn't sell out. I realized certain things I was doing was wrong. I cut that shit out. And I became a man. Right now, it's just too many boys running around. Exactly right. You gonna realize ain't nobody in your corner but you. You are the best. You are the best asset to yourself that you have. This is why people form communities of people and friendships with other people who understand this. You can't have a bunch of sheep talking about, oh yeah, we a gang or we a community or, you know, we a political party. Can't have a bunch of sheep. Because all it takes is 2 lions to bring down a bunch of sheep. But if you have yourself a clique of lions or you yourself know who you are, you can move mountains. Somebody, I got a clip. You can move mountains. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. Some of y'all dying to be a part of this fucking world so bad. This world is going to shit. Why do you think people talk about Babylon? Babylon is spiritual. There's some people that want. Let me debate you on that. Babylon is spiritual. I say that because Babylon was an actual place long time ago. The same place that Abraham had to leave to receive his blessing. That was still far off. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. That bitch was singing about being part of some Luciferian shit. Somebody said America is part of Mystery Babylon. I mean, you could say that, but at the end of the day, guess what? It don't matter where you go. If you are internally fucked up, wherever you go is going to be fucked up. That's why I said Babylon is spiritual. It's a state of mind. Like, I got people I personally know that have a fucked up life up here. The first thing they want to do, I'm going to Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta. Why you want to move to Atlanta? Because it's cheaper. Traffic isn't as bad. They list all the reasons in the world, right? And then they get to Atlanta and guess the fuck what? Hey, can I move in with you? Can I? It ain't working out down here. If you fucked up, it don't matter where you go. You gonna bring the fuckery with you. It's a lot of people that like to keep a lot of unnecessary drama in this real world going on. That shit gonna follow you. People be leaving different states like, yeah, I'm gonna get here and it's gonna be all good, cookies and bubbles. And then they get there and that shit fucked up. Now they need you to wire some fucking money. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. I don't know the fucking words for real, but I'm saying I learned a lot from that bitch singing that song. I remember that shit. It's stuck in my head. I remember that shit. She's singing about Babylon. That shit's spiritual. You want to go somewhere and worship man, don't you? You want to worship people that died, don't you? And stop saying Atlanta is cheap. No, the fuck it's not. The more and more people moving to Atlanta, I know I got distracted, but the more and more people that's moving to Atlanta, the more they jacking up them fucking prices. Atlanta is not this mecca that people think it is. Too many fucking people I know. I'm going to Atlanta, personally. It's like the 15th person. I'm moving to Atlanta. To do what? And Atlanta ain't filled with nothing but a bunch of scammers and gay people. Then they get down there and traffic be just as fucked up as it is up top. Hey, I'm coming back. Why are you coming back? It's too many Nissan Altimas down this bitch. Ah! Up where they walk, up where they ride, up where they play all day in the sun. Man, shout out to the diesel mechanics. Once again, I love y'all. Diesel mechanics hate their job, but I love y'all niggas. Y'all keep shit moving. Shout out to everybody who provides value, whether you like your fucking job or not. Every mechanic. I do fancy moving to Alaska though. That would be kind of nice. I fancy that idea. I fancy moving to Alaska. That's the type of shit I think about. Where can I go that I can get away from a lot of people? Who the fuck wants to move to a city and live on top of somebody? Who the fuck wants to... It be people escaping cities. I'm going to another city. What? Sit your ass down. People just want to live around the most people possible. People be in a fucked up situation like, look, there's too many people. I got HOA telling me what color I can paint my door, how high I can keep my fence, what kind of cars I can have in my driveway, where I can park them in the driveway, when and when not to use the garage. I got to keep the door closed at these hours. I can't have this breed of dog. I can't have this many people in my house. People will leave that shit to go to another city and live in that shit all over again. I'm going in circles, circles, round and round the way you do me so bad, and I keep holding you down. Y'all keep holding down Lucifer like he gonna save you. That shit Luciferian as fuck. How you just worship man like that? Ain't provide not near shred of evidence to support their fucking claims and dogma. And here y'all are, yeah, I fucking love you. Just take me, yeah. Sacrifice me in the fires to Moloch. Y'all willing to throw y'all kids out there and everything. Sacrifice me in the fires to Moloch, yeah. The fuck? Like, you got people, I want to be like Dr. Phil. I want to have the type of money Dr. Phil has. And I seen that shit with that congresswoman that was on the show. And her son was gay as fuck. That nigga he came out there. I want to be gay. I'm a woman. I'm a fucking woman now. And she went up there and was like, you're a man. Cut that shit out. And Dr. Phil up there, well, do you know according to science, shut the fuck up, Dr. Phil. That's a man. And Dr. Phil, I know you watching this shit, you bitch ass nigga. You Eminem here, you he's scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back, jailed up, weaved up. Yo, shit is fucked up, nigga. Calling men ladies. Shout out to Eminem. Calling men ladies. That's a man, baby. That's a whole nigga. Y'all want to be a part of this world where a white man can claim he's a Filipino chick. This the world, y'all? This what y'all want? I'm at this, and then y'all look at these people like Oprah. I want to have Oprah money. Wanting what other people have will always get you fucked up in the end. Get something for yourself. That's why when you go on Instagram and you see all these people flexing, holding cash phones, Hello, bank calling. Sooner or later, that shit always catches up to him. It's not worth it. You may look at me and be like, yo, how come he's not as big as some of these other people? It's because I'm not supposed to be that big. I'm not supposed to be on TV. Somebody say, yo, we need to get you on Saturday Night Live. I said, no, the fuck you don't. I would never be able to say this on Saturday Night Live. What's fucked up is I would never be able to talk like this if I was a part of that cast in any way, shape, form, or fashion. All it takes is one tweet and I'm fucking gone because I'm a part of that world. And that's what they do when you in that world. No, that's why I keep my grass cut. That's why I tell people, go ahead, unfucking subscribe. That unsubscribe button is there for a fucking reason. I'm not here to sell you shit. I'm not here to sell you cute little mugs with my logo on it. I'm not here to sell you I will not comply merchandise. You don't need to buy that shit. Don't fucking comply. I'm here to tell it to you like the fuck it is. Where's his merch? He doesn't have any merch. Worry about how much money other people are making. This shit not real. When you got value in the real world, you can talk like this. I don't want to be. I don't know Dave Chappelle. I don't. You know I keep my grass cut. Everybody seen how his shit blowing up. And then I dropped the video who you can't criticize. Jewish people. Ah! Everybody ran. Conservatives, y'all thought y'all had one. And then I talked about Israel. Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Everybody ran. Ah! I don't give a fuck about somebody say talk about Ron DeSantis and his. What about Ron DeSantis? And what the nigga do? Go to like Israel or some shit and make like hate speech laws. You can't criticize Jewish people. Man, fuck Jewish people. Why the fuck not them Jewish people, those Jewish people. There's a big ass difference. The people that call themselves Jewish people. It's the same. They doing the same thing they do with black people. Y'all realize that shit, right? How a lot of white people. There's a lot of white people. They were cool with black people. They're like, nah, black people ain't like that. Black people don't complain like that. But what the mainstream media keep doing, showing you black people en masse complaining about shit, right? A whole bunch of black people collectively arguing and begging the government to do shit that will restrict your freedoms and what you can and can't say as a white person, right? Earthbending. That divisiveness, that's earthbending. They're doing the same thing they did. That's what's happening with the Jews. It's like, why the fuck do y'all keep making laws about Jewish people? That's only gonna make you hate them more. The people that hate them are only going to hate them even more. It be people not even thinking about Jewish people. Then they keep passing laws like that. And now it's like, yo, now I'm fucking thinking about them. What the fuck is all of this about? Now you thinking about that shit. You're like, shit. They complain more than black people do. Holding vigils for the Holocaust and shit. Fucking victims. It ain't just them, it's black people too, it's white people too. It's earthbending. I despise all victims. There's nothing written in stone that says you can't go above and beyond to get out your current predicament. And some of y'all in some fucked up positions right now, and y'all still checking out politics? Y'all still wondering what's he gonna do? All right, what Marjorie Taylor Greene said. And how did AOC respond? Oh, I gotta keep up with Fox News. Some of y'all children is hungry as fuck. That's all I'm saying. Y'all so worried about, and some of y'all support Israel. We don't even support our own house. America first, and you don't even put your household first. Some of y'all so fucked up and got y'all priorities fucked up. Y'all kids hungry. Talking about what the president ain't doing. And here you go. And still want somebody to sit up here and talk about politics. For what? You are, man, I am 32. You already know what it is. APK. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. APK. Any golden calf killer. Anybody killer. Any political party killer. All of the above. In a multiple choice format. Keep wanting to talk about the same shit every fucking day. We get it. Everybody's fucked up. Somebody, I keep getting notifications from this is what the ATF is gonna do. Ah, it's scary. Run! Ah, I lost my shit in a boating accident. Ah, you know. I be hearing that shit. I'm like, yo, get out the way. Wait a minute. Where are the men? Who worries about this type of shit? Except people who drive Nissan Altimas. For anybody who say I lost my shit in a boating accident, you're an Altima driver. That shit just about as soft as they come. And this is why I cut my grass. This is why I lose subscribers and shit. Because I don't give a fuck about what you want to hear. I'm not here to tickle your ears. I say what I want to say. What I'm inspired to say. I don't got this shit written out. But I will say this. If you plan on telling people your shit was lost in a boating accident when shit get popped off, you're a Nissan Altima driver. What did you tuck them in the back? You tuck your all your weapons in the back, the floorboard of your Nissan Altima, the trunk. You just put them back there later. Some styrofoam so the barrel doesn't get scratched up. Cause you a bitch. Shout out to Australia. I'm not the I ain't got nothing bad to say about Australia today. I just wanted to shout them out. Shout out Australia. Somebody came to me. He was like, yo, you know Tommy Donald been in the country for over 7 years. He's not a Canadian. He's American. I was like, and okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. One thing, Mises dropped, you may not agree with his politics, but I like that type of shit. I can separate that type of shit and pick out the delicate pieces of meat that I do like. And I like songs about not getting vaccinated. Shout out to Mises. That was a good song. I don't want to keep hearing about how the left is clown world. We know this shit. As I've already said, the left, the whole left, and the Democrat Party is a retarded child. And what do you do with retarded children? You hide them in the basement when company comes over. And people really used to do this because it was seen as disrespect to put some retarded shit in somebody's face. But these people don't have a problem doing that to us on a daily fucking basis. That's why I say you gotta cut that shit off. You gotta detox from that shit. Go fish, hunt, learn a new skill. Don't just be that guy on the fucking computer all fucking day chasing Instagrammers, sitting up there whacking the fuck off with your seeing who OnlyFans account you can try to get spending more and more money. Men is some bitches today. Smack yourself. This nigga got an OnlyFans account. Following other OnlyFans account. That shit like $30 a fucking month. Don't nobody put money back into the communities, rarely their own households. It's every man for they fucking self because man worships man. Once again, half of y'all kids be hungry as fuck. But you done spent your money on this OnlyFans account so you can look at some chick's feet. There you go, men worshiping men. See, that's why I said I have no agenda. So I'm not going to hold my tongue. And when you have no agenda, it gives you the gift to just rise above. And then you can look down on this shit and call it out for what the fuck it is. It's retarded. It's retardation. It's idol worship. It's man worshiping man. It's fucking retarded. That's why I said everybody left when I said fuck Democrats. Everybody, I said fuck Republicans too. Everybody, all right, I'm out. Nah, you gonna get this smoke. I try not to let things bother me, but people and once again, I really don't have no problems with Tom McDonald, but his fans are super aggressive. And apparently some of the people that watch me are his fans, his loyal fans. So they felt the need to come tell me how, I don't give a fuck what I'm not spending $100,000 on somebody who is clearly a part of the beat system. I support a local beat maker. You know how many local people locally that are trying to get on, that want some notoriety, clout, whose beat you could have bought since you wanted it. You made Slim Shady $100,000 richer. And your fans are doing mental gymnastics to try to explain this shit. You made Eminem, the same dude who said, fuck Trump supporters. And half of your watchers, half of your viewers are Trump supporters. That's why I say it's easy as fuck to grift the right. All you gotta do is tell them something they like. That's why I'm ABK. Like, bitch, you can get the fuck out my face with that. He's helped waking up the world. Really? An entertainer trying to be a part of the very system that's keeping the world under is helping to wake up the world? Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. Remember, everybody thought Machine Gun Kelly was official? Everybody thought Machine Gun Kelly was official, and then what happened? A couple months later, you see this nigga in a pink outfit with a purse. This the world y'all want to be a part of. This is why I play fuck the song. That's why I say fuck Hollywood. Y'all still want to be Hollywood. Hollywood just ain't a place. It's a mentality. And that shit is gay as fuck. You walking around here with a purse, cuz, on some pink tinky winky shit. We thought you was official when you put out that kill shot on Eminem. Now you around here walking around with a purse and shit, doing your little pop Katy Perry shit. Who the fuck are you? Who sent you? And who did you sell your soul to? Who sent you niggas? Who else? Remember Big Pyru? Big Treetop Pyru, YG from Compton? Don't throwing up pyro, throwing up blood, and they got this nigga in a dress. This is what happens when people sell out. You in a whole dress, nothing but a dress, a fucking dress. There is no other way to explain it. This shit is fucking ridiculous. You got Lil Nas X doing what he doing. That's the world you want to be a part of. This is why you want to top Billboard charts. It's I had people no, there is no garageism. Somebody said I'm offended on behalf of men who wear dresses. It's like, cuz I can't trust you. You in a fool. The money is that good? Your God is money. You don't believe in God, but clearly your God is money. Because them people came, he told you put this dress on and your bitch ass did. And then you paraded yourself around the street like that. This isn't a purse, it's a man purse. Bitch, that's a purse. Put that shit down. Give your wife her shit back. This isn't a purse, it's a satchel. Bitch, that's a purse. But it's Louis Vuitton. Bitch, he's gay, and that's still a purse. You're double gay. Don't no fucking diesel mechanics wear no shit like that. Don't nobody who makes the world go around. Hold on, flat earth people. Don't nobody who makes the world spin dress like that. He said the world is spinning. Flat earth. Ah, flat earth. Man, I love all y'all, man. Y'all. Yeah, I said double gay. What you gonna double gay? You can't, because I'm not in that world. All you do is get this shit taken down. I'm gonna pop right the fuck back up. That's why I didn't go on Star Search. That's why I didn't go on Fox News. I kept it local. Small people. The little people. But it's like, soon as you done being a hot topic, you will get discarded. Remember that. The devil doesn't care about his own. Soon as you done serving your purpose, you are discarded. In the most embarrassing way possible. You don't believe me? They can raise people up just to bring them down. Look at Cuomo. Look at all these people who've had to sell parts of themselves to get to where they are. It doesn't matter how much money you have, what status you hold, or your political party. Every dog has his day. Remember that.